Hi guys, and happy weekend. So I hope that you guys had an amazing week. And this week we are reading for the week of April 4th to April 10th. All right, so if you guys are ready for your reading with me, we are now scheduling for December 2022, and I only have a few spots left. All right, so head over to lightwitchtarotshop.com and schedule that reading. I will email you with your reading date, and you don't even have to be available because it is in video. So you get to see everything. You could just go on with your day like nothing's happening, right? So if you're ready for your curandera candles, your tools, your teas, your skincare, it's all there, you guys. So head over there and sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss another epic sale. So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy for this coming week in this new month. So we start off with the energy of commitment. So this is going to be a week that you may find yourself wanting to get committed to one or two or more projects. Now, this is actually a really good energy, but what you want to actually be careful with here is to not say yes to so many things that you kind of make yourself extremely overwhelmed with other people's responsibilities. Usually this is a sign that the energy is going to feel really good in the beginning of the week. And usually when we're excited, we just want to say yes to everything. So make sure that you don't overcommit, right? What we see here is really working with that soul connection and really making sure that if you're making yourself any kind of promises or if you're setting goals for yourself right now, do not let a bad day ruin that commitment that you put for yourself. If something that you set up for yourself isn't happening the way that you expected it to, let it unfold naturally, right? What we see here is not putting expectations into an outcome because it might come out a little bit different, right? And the last thing that you want to do here is see it as a failure rather than seeing it as different. It's happening different, right? So especially if we promise ourselves something or if we committed to something, this is really not a time to quit. You know, not every day is going to feel like sunshine and rainbows. So just make sure that you embrace every single day, whatever it is, right? The next one that we see is the energy of nostalgia may be present next week. You may be looking at old pictures. You may be playing memories of the past, you know, but as good as this is sometimes, this is not getting stuck in the past, you know. We may be feeling a little bit overly emotional by midweek. It actually could be exhaustion, or you might actually need to eat or drink some water. But if you're feeling that deep nostalgia, it's good to visit that, but also remind yourself to make new memories. Remind yourself that you still have this moment right now to create new memories. Now, the next one that we see here is almost like there's something that's going to be happening here that almost feels like it's pressuring us, or we're feeling like, oh, I need a little more time, right? It's almost like something that takes time. So I think you are being asked to be patient with yourself or with something that hasn't really happened for you yet. You may be questioning yourself or questioning motives here, but what you really want to do is give yourself time, and not everything works in a blink of an eye, right? This is also a calling, now that we saw that nostalgia card before, that this may also be a time of healing for you. So honoring every stage, honoring every emotion that surfaces for you, right? This is also a reminder that you are definitely making progress here. What we see with the next card is really be careful with the way that you're thinking about yourself, right? We don't want to sabotage ourselves because we are going into a lacking mentality, right? This is a time of rebuilding for you. This is a time of new beginnings. And as crazy and nice as new beginnings start, you guys know that they're the scariest thing. New beginnings are full of fear. They're full of self-doubt. We have to be really real about this, right? So sabotaging yourself with your thoughts is not going to help you. It's only going to keep you feeling stuck, right? So this is saying, you know, I'm ready for this new beginning. I am afraid, and that's perfectly okay. I don't know what it is about society and fear, but in my native ways, we're not afraid of fear at all. Fear is present in our everyday life. So get out of that mentality that you have to be fearless, you know, in order for you to be so how do you say, feel good about yourself? I feel good about myself a lot, but I also know that I am full of fear, all right? I just know it's part of who I am. It's part of living, right? So just really stay persistent next week in the dreams, things that you're working on. Do not give up. Do not allow a bad day to set you back. It's a bad day. It's okay to have a bad day, right? And basically the next one is really be careful with that connection of being an empath and somebody taking everything. You got to set some boundaries. There might be someone next week that's really working on exhausting you, and there may not even be a bad person, but they're requiring a lot of your attention. And this is a week that we're working on healing. We're working on the self. So really putting energy into somewhere that we feel we have to. Or there's neediness there or codependency there. You got to be careful with that. Almost like you want to be careful anytime next week that you feel like you're being used. You got to set boundaries in every single one of those moments, right? Enable those boundaries, really set them, let them, set them. You know, the gift of the curse that the empath has or the clairsentient has is that once people get a taste of your energy, they're going to want it, right? And you need to start to say no. Next week is not going to be a week to overdo it, right? So the last two cards that we have is it's going to be a week once again. It kind of enables the other card of a lot of reminiscing. Right, but it's going to be a week of working with our own perception. It's going to be a week of learning from the past, learning from those challenges, right? Just making memories. We go back to that. Make some new memories in order to counteract the old ones. It's good to be nostalgic, but it's also good to be in this moment. Our last card says not today. I love this card, right? So it's not dealing with anything today. You may you may be dealing with inner pain. You may be hurt. You may not be in the mood, right? So basically what we want to do this week is avoid anybody who just doesn't feel good for you. Avoid any type of conversations that you think the person is being passive aggressive, right? And just place some boundaries. Next week, you may still feel a little bit irritated, a little bit angry about something. And anger medicine is something that you have to honor. So it's not about, okay, I don't want to be mad anymore. It's girl or guy, just really feel whatever it is and allow yourself to take time, however long it takes, to get yourself better. So as you can see, we're going to have an amazing week. It's a week of self-growth. It's not going to be easy, but we've got this shit. I love you guys. Lots of love and light and fuckery for everyone. And blessed be. Bye-bye.